This is life in the 1900s newspapers. Today, we're in the 1920s. And do you know the difference between a flapper and a vamp? Augusta with Spark Circus, Friday, April 6th. Tiny locomotive. On the last lap of a tour, which has taken him and his unique machine from Central Virginia through the South, J.R. Alexander chugged into Augusta Thursday with his all-steel locomotive from Grottoes, Virginia. Called by experts the most perfect locomotive model now on the roads, the strange conveyance drew up at the local Buick dealers, where Mr. Alexander climbed out of the cab, looking less like an engineer than anyone ever before seen in the cab of a locomotive. Mr. Alexander has a miniature locomotive mounted on a 1927 Buick Master 6 chassis. It is a perfect locomotive model made by the Norfolk and Western Railroad, which runs through the heart of the historic valley. They do not choose. Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha's toothless men have banded together into a no-tooth club whose tenets include advocacy of more and better mashed potatoes on restaurant menus. Duluth. What price husbands? A Duluth man advertised that he would marry any woman in the world for $10,000. A fellow citizen countered in the want ads with a $7,500 proposition. Now each is busy answering mail.
Charleston.
Domestic revolution. Very young wife, tearfully. And you used to call me my queen, her hubby. Yes, but when I found that the queen let the dinner burn and took a week to mend her subject's socks, I decided that a republic was better. That snow lady. One at a fancy dress ball. That lady over there has been watching you for ever so long. I bet she'll be asking for an introduction soon. 2. She won't. She's my wife.
Made in Caroline.
Showing at the Rialto Theater today, Richard Dix in Shanghai Bound with Mary Bryan. At the Majeska today, The Enemy. One night of love. Then the call to arms tore them apart, perhaps forever. A moment of rare, moving appeal, such as the screen seldom sees. Lillian Gish's finest triumph.
Buck dance, wing dance, will be a back number, but the Charleston, the new Charleston, that dance is surely a comer sometime. You're gonna dance it one time, the dance called the Charleston, made in Caroline.
And finally, at the Imperial Theater, you're right. The tropics have got me. The heat, this maddening loneliness. I'm yours. Take me, love me, do as you will. Then came The Showdown, featuring George Bancroft with Evelyn Brent and Neil Hamilton. This last movie stars American Evelyn Brent, and she was definitely in the Vamp category. I just have to take a break from reading the newspaper to show you how vampish she was. She definitely knew how to do the vamp pose. I also noticed in these 1920s movies, when they have a vamp, they are known for lounging around a lot.
They call her hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, the meanest gal in town. Leather's tough, but Hannah's hard as tougher. She's the kind of gal that likes to see men suffer. She's the man to thrill 'em, torture and to kill 'em. It's her delight, they say. She went out riding with a friend, it wasn't far. He came walking back and she was driving his car. Hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, GA.
Ooh, here's an article I never heard of. Let me know in the comments below if you've heard of it. Not many of them drink canned heat, says officer, but imbiber says it's much better than corn. When from Macon came the tidings that there is a campaign being waged in that city to prevent the sale of so-called canned heat. An investigation, for curiosity's sake, conducted here disclosed the fact that the imbibers here of this particular form of canned amusement are comparably few. This reporter interviewed a man in jail. He said, "Been drinking it for 9 years," he said. "Best stuff in the world. Lots better than ordinary corn. Then you can get 3 drunks for a quarter." On being asked how he managed to prepare the gelatin-like substance found in the tins for consumption, he replied, "Just squeeze it out and then put some water in it. It's too strong to drink by itself." According to the information compiled by the Macon newspaper, in which an account appeared, a chemical analysis showed that the better-known brands of this canned heat contain 70% ethyl alcohol and nearly 8% methyl alcohol, another deadly poison, small amounts of kerosene, and nitro-cotton. They further brought out that only case-hardened toppers could drink the juice without fatal or even serious results, and that after continued abiding, even these would succumb with much suffering to its effects. Let's cheer things up with our boarding house.
Egad, Jake, you and I are the 2 remaining torchbearers of the noble Hoople clan. I, as the elder, have seen much of life and the world. Dame Fortune has ever been fickle with me. The pursuit of success has been a will-o'-the-wisp, alas. But you, my brother, you have been touched by the wand of Midas. Wealth is yours. Aw, Jake, I am happy for you, my boy. That line is all the earmarks of a touch getting ready to hatch. If his voice gets throbby, he'll ask for $50. If his eyes get moist, it'll be $100. He's making a $10 sob right now, and I'll give him $1.
Putting the glue on Jake.
Keep smiling, try to be happy when skies are gray. Be cheery, never grow weary, gloom is passe. Oh, blue, baby, why you hope? Don't give up hope. You'll find you covered on ground, wearing a frown. Although you've been neglected, some do the unexpected.